Welcome back. Even with Russell Wilson back at the helm, the Seahawks got shut out in a really ugly matchup against the Green Bay Packers. Our friend Terry Hollimon is here to share the misery and try to make sense of what's happening with the Hawks. Terry, they had a bye week. By the way, my condolences to you, and I'm sure you're giving your condolences to me. We should both be probably wearing all black today. The season just feels really bad at the moment, but these guys had a little bit of time to prepare. They had Russell back. We were all feeling kind of excited about what's going on, but they couldn't put it together. Why not?
Yeah, it's a rough time of the year to be a fan of football in Seattle. I wish I could have been in studio with you and Amity this morning drinking a little bit, but of course I'm at home and sober. Yeah, it's rough. You know, having a week off sometimes isn't the best thing, especially when you coming off a win like the Seahawks were versus the Jaguars, and then to have a new quarterback at the helm. Even though it's Russell Wilson, he is one of the greats of all time. He had a little bit of what I'm calling rust. And I don't think it had a lot to do with his injury. I just think it had a lot to do with him not playing football over the past 5 weeks and getting in there and playing against a good team like the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, he had all those weeks off, and did he maybe come back too soon anyway? Was that finger completely healed? Do we know?
There's a couple of ways to think about this. If the guy comes back to your team and is able to help you win and help your team progress, then it's never too soon. That's number one. And also, if he comes back and he's not, doesn't hurt himself any worse than he was already hurt, maybe that's not too soon. But when you have Russell Wilson, like I said, a future Hall of Famer as your quarterback, you have to give him an opportunity to go out there and try to win a game for you. So it's not too soon. I just think everybody needs to kind of coalesce and gel together and get back to used to playing with Russell Wilson at the helm.
Mm-hmm. Well, on a positive note, the defense looked pretty good, and they've been looking pretty good. It's just you can't win a game with one side of the team.
Yeah, the Seahawks defense has been, getting the brunt of the criticism this season because they've given up a lot of yards. But when you break it down, even though they've given up a lot of yards, they don't give up a lot of points. And they held Green Bay to 17 points. And they have a really potent offense. Well, again, one of the better teams in the NFC is the Green Bay Packers. And they had Aaron Rodgers back after his immunization stint thing. Yeah, we won't talk about that too much. But when you hold them to 17 points, your defense is doing a pretty good job. And we saw the secondary really step up this past weekend and do their thing. But like you said, you can't stay on the field for as long as they did.
Aaron Rodgers, by the way, my least favorite A-Rod. Seems like the frustration is getting to the players. There were some penalties they probably should not have picked up that were just emotionally driven, right?
You're probably talking about DK Metcalf and some of the things he did at the end of the game. And here's the thing, and I definitely don't agree with some of the things that DK Metcalf has done as far as extracurricular activity, and that was something where you see the frustrations build up. Now, when the Seahawks are playing like they are, there's a lot of reasons for them to be frustrated. Sometimes you can be frustrated with your team, and you don't want that to manifest itself into problems on the team. And I think a lot of the times what's happening right now is these players are getting frustrated with themselves because they know what they're capable of. They're highly competitive athletes. And so sometimes that, again, manifests itself into something where you take it out on the opposing players and you find yourself in a situation like DK Metcalf trying to fight somebody on the other team. And he got kicked out of the game.
Well, there was a little comic relief, and that's when Pete Carroll went to throw the challenge flag and something else came out of his pocket. Everybody thought it was like maybe a phone or something. It turns out, I guess it was a hand warmer, and a lot of people on Twitter had some other theories. One person said Pete Carroll throws his Cricket flip phone instead of a challenge flag. Nothing surprises me anymore. Pete Carroll throws his, what was that garage door? Was that a garage door opener? And also, I thought it was Google Nest doorbell. So, in any case.
I think Pete was just looking for something to throw out of his pocket to get the referee's attention. Like, listen, hey. And it looked like a flip phone. Honestly, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going on Amazon to find out where I could get an electronic hand warmer because I've never heard that before.
That sounds amazing. Okay, very briefly, does Pete have to worry at all about his job?
I don't think so. I mean, even though it is the National Football League and they want you to win right now, I think he has a great relationship with the people that own this team, and with everybody up in the front offices. So I think he has a little bit of leeway.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you, Terry.
Bye, Terry Bear.
Look who's here. She was snooping the whole time.
I love you, Terry Bear, and thank you so much, Jim, for being a part of the show with us.
Bet.
Oh my gosh, if you didn't get enough of us this morning, you can also catch Jim tonight on Evening.
They may have gotten enough.
7:30, and we'll see you next time.